Hello again, everyone, and welcome again to a Shortstop with a Shortstop. Today we're going to talk a little bit about how we can be comfortable being uncomfortable.
And the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall arise no sound.
Have you ever been caught in a rundown playing baseball? And even sometimes your coach may tell you to do it on purpose to try to move another runner up late in the game to try to tie the score up or maybe even win the game. But being in that rundown, some people may think it's a little uncomfortable, but we can make it comfortable. What about taking a third strike? And that's not a good feeling. It can make you feel a little uncomfortable. But the reason that we shouldn't feel uncomfortable is because in an inning or two, we're going to come back up and bat again. And we got to be ready to hit the ball the next time that we come up and be comfortable being uncomfortable. And sometimes we may make an error. You know, we may make a bad throw, or there may be a ball that hit to us and it goes under our glove or over our glove. We just don't catch it. And it's called an error. But the reason that we need to be comfortable being uncomfortable with our fielding is because the very next ball may be coming right at us again. And 9 times out of 10, that's exactly what happens. And we got to be ready when that ball is hit to us to make a play. And so sometimes we got to be comfortable being uncomfortable. But if we look in Mark chapter 16, verse 16, Jesus says, "Go ye," and that means everybody. He said, "Go ye into all the world and teach the gospel to every creature." Now, what does that mean? That means that every New Testament Christian is supposed to be an example, a living sermon by the actions of their life, but they're also supposed to teach people to know the Bible and to be able to give them a good understanding of what Jesus wants us to do. But sometimes we can be uncomfortable at the beginning of trying to teach other people. But we need to learn to be comfortable being uncomfortable. And the more that we do it, the easier it becomes. And if we look in Luke chapter 14, verse 26, I want to read this one to you. It says, "If anyone comes to me and does not hate their own father and mother and wife and children and brothers and sisters, yes, even his own life, he cannot be my disciple." Now, what does that mean? That makes me almost uncomfortable if I didn't understand it just reading that. But Jesus is saying that we need to love him more than we do our own family. We need to love him more than we do our own lives. And that can make us a little uncomfortable maybe, but we can get over that. We need to be comfortable being uncomfortable. Sometimes our families need to be taught because they're not New Testament Christians, or sometimes our families need to be taught because they are teaching something that is not what the Bible says. And we need to try to correct them and show them in a loving and compassionate way what Jesus actually says. But he's not telling us to hate our family. He's just telling us to love him more than we do anything. And when we do that, we are going to be comfortable being uncomfortable. And we can tell our family that they may be doing something wrong. And they will understand that if we do it the way that Jesus wants us to do it. And lastly, but not leastly, in Matthew chapter 6 and verse 34, it says, "Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will care for itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own." And we need to be comfortable being uncomfortable and not worry about what's going to happen tomorrow, because we need to take care of what's going to happen today. And as long as we're out there trying to teach people and show people that we do love them because we love Christ, because we love his word, then we're going to be comfortable being uncomfortable. We might make an error. We might take a third called strike. And we might get in a rundown. If we do, let's be comfortable being uncomfortable. And so Jesus, that we're not afraid to teach His Word at any given time. Thank you again for being with a Shortstop with a Shortstop.